Podcasts on UNC-TV.org are made possible through the financial contributions of viewers like you, who invite you to join them in supporting UNC-TV.
It's close to the metropolitan Piedmont area, but Stokes County looks and feels miles away because there, tucked away from the traffic and noise of bigger North Carolina cities, is the town of Danbury and the Dan River, where adventures begin and memories are made.
It's very remote, so to speak. It's only an hour from Winston-Salem, Greensboro, and High Point. Downtown Danbury is a very historic, scenic town. Plenty of shops to come down and check out. Pretty's General Store, one of the oldest stores in Stokes County. They have Picking on the Porch with Pretty, just a great musical event. Hanging Rock State Park is the biggest draw for this. It's somewhere around 500,000 people come to the park a year. Everything that's available is available to beginner to expert. There's something for everyone. If you want to go rock climbing in the state park, the Dan River itself, one of the cleanest rivers in North Carolina and one of the most scenic. It's one of the few rivers that travels south to north. It starts in Virginia, runs down into Stokes County, and then back up through Rockingham County, a little bit through Caswell, and then back up into Virginia.
And where there's a river, there's sure to be an outfitter nearby.
Well, as far as recreation activities, the Dan River Company has canoes and kayaks available. We do 7 days a week with reservations.
David Hoskins owns the Dan River Company.
We're located riverside, so it makes it really convenient for our customers. It's a one-way shuttle. We put you in upstream, and basically you paddle back to the shop. And when you're done, you're at your car.
You aren't put on a time crunch where they just can bring you up to where you want and you can float down on your own time, and you just end back here at the facility, which is very unique because you aren't rushing to meet somebody. It's probably the only other place that I've been to where you can do that.
And for both novice and experienced adventure seekers, it's a great place to have fun.
Well, we're about to go kayaking on the Dan, and it's awesome. I love it. I've done it for years and years, since I was about 7 years old.
It's a pretty good rush. It's the first time I've ever been. It was just hard enough to have fun, but it was easy enough to be safe.
We're the only canoe and kayak outfitter in Stokes County. We have about 40 kayaks and about 25 canoes. We do a 13-mile trip, which takes approximately 4.5 hours, and we do a 6.5-mile trip that takes about 2.5 hours. You have the whole day till 5:30. So if you rent a boat from us, we get you in the water by 9:15. You've got almost 8 hours to complete a 2.5-hour or 4.5-hour trip.
You'll want to take your time, that's for sure, because along either trip, kayakers and canoeists alike are subjected to some of the most beautiful scenery our state has to offer.
Me and my boyfriend, we were just looking for something to do, wanted to get out of the house. So we stumbled upon Dan River and decided to go kayaking.
Boy, were they in for a treat.
So you'll be running through Hanging Rock State Park. This section of river is considered Class A+ scenery. It is considered the best part as navigable as far as beauty on the Dan. Huge rock outcroppings as high as 85 feet high. So it's beautiful scenery. It's we refer to it as rocks, trees, and water. And you'll see a couple houses in the middle of it, and then rocks, trees, and water again.
Even in the middle of all this beauty, kayaking can be a workout.
It's a lot better than being in a gym and having to use a bench press.
But if you do get tired, there are plenty of places to catch your breath or just soak up the atmosphere.
There's a couple of sandbars, a couple little beach-looking places. Anytime you need to just pull over and rest for a minute, it's always there. Before
you know it, the current has taken you back to the Dan River Company.
The Dan River is definitely a beginner's river. It's, the sections we do, like I said, are all Class 1. There is the Play Wave, which is the largest rapid, and it's towards the end of the trip. And it's quite exciting, but it's actually a wave train. So you're just busting through a bunch of waves. And if you make a mistake, you're going to end up in a big pool of water at the bottom of it. So, you can put a 10-year-old in one of our kayaks, and he'll make it down no problem. They've all come back.
And chances are they'll keep coming back to Danbury. its small, quaint town, and the river that runs through it.
When you come here, you're slowing down and stepping back a little bit. It's a beautiful area, and if you can slow down and relax, you'll see more of it, and I think you'll appreciate it a little bit better.
Start planning your trip to the town of Danbury in Stokes County, just north of Winston-Salem. To reserve a canoe or kayak while you're there, just call the Dan River Company at 336-593-2628 or go to their website, danrivercompany.com.
Podcasts on UNC-TV.org are made possible through the financial contributions of viewers like you, who invite you to join them in supporting UNC-TV.